First presentation is AI that is gold does not glitter, using intelligence in modern infra. And our presenter is Josema Cavanillas, Global Head of Cloud and Modern Infra Tech Consulting at Atos. The topic is the management of modern infrastructure is a complex topic. AI can be a good way to undertake infrastructure management, but some lowlights and highlights are to be mentioned before embracing blind AI in this topic. Josema, the stage is yours.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so thank you for coming. I'm going to speak today about a little bit AI, and I'm going to speak about fear. And I think this is one of the most important words in this speech and today. So first of all, let me introduce you to a small story. This is a story of the Kung Fu practice Shaolin that is trying to improve his Kung Fu practice. And Shaolin was concerned about practicing because he was not advancing. So he asked his master Po if he could improve his practice. He said, "Oh, master, I am practicing and practicing, and I'm not enhancing my practice. What can I do?" And then Master Po said, "Have you seen the flower of the cherry tree opening in the morning?" And he said, "Yes, I spent hours looking how the little petals get separated." "Have you seen the moonlight beam reflecting in the lake water?" I say, "Yes, I see how the little waves play with the light." "Have you seen how the snow melts into small drops in springtime in the mountain?" "Yes, I spent hours looking at that." Now I understand why you're not getting advancement. You're doing completely useless things. So practice, 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 and stop wasting your time. You will say, how is this related to AI? It is. Let's come back to this later. So in 2025, the AI is here to stay. And I have listed here a set of technological events that all of you know, because you are AI experts, like the launch of ChatGPT, how OpenAI released the second one in March 2023, Google, Microsoft, AWS joined the race, the GPT-4o, the infrastructure search, NVIDIA, the essential copilots. This is all known by you, right? But the reaction from society was mostly fear. At the beginning, it was appealed. 100 million monthly users in 2 months since ChatGPT was opened. But immediately, people started to be scared about that. So not even 1 year after the launch of ChatGPT, the United States created a governance push for a safe, secure, and trustworthy development, so limiting somehow AI, because they were scared about the possibilities of that. Some months later, the European Union created the AI Act in a very similar way, even much stronger than the United States one. And some communities started to complain. The artists were saying, no, they are a danger for us. There are lots of jobs and lots of value for us from the AI. Then there was danger for the teenagers. Stanford University said, this is a very serious danger for the teenagers. We have to take care of that. Actually, there was a suicide in April that Adam Rain committed suicide, somehow related, not necessarily due to, but somehow related to artificial intelligence. There was this self-driving car, which actually ended up pulling down somebody in the street. So fear, fear, fear. AI exists, AI is useful, but fear got extended. And this affected the market. And that's the reflection I have. Marketing is the art of charming. So if you are invited to buy something, it's because, not because you are going to buy this because of the value. So nobody in the television, in a TV ad of a car says, buy this car because 0.1 liters consumption less than the other. No, the TV ads are a car roaring like a tiger, going through a jungle with a wonderful man, a beautiful lady, appealing around the product. Marketing is charming, it's not accurate facts. And it's due to perception of people. Since AI appeared, marketing has changed. AI is perceived by the audience as something they can be scared of, something very powerful. It's actually capable of finding all solutions for anything, much better than any human service. So it's the solution They admired, they scared about it. And this is a second assumption is that humans are dumber than AI. And they expect perfect services and products everywhere, duly enabled by AI. Teenagers talk to AI chatbots rather than talking to their parents, talking to their friends, talking to school counselors. But adults as well, and that's the problem. This is just the tip of the iceberg. Many, many people are making decisions because of this perception. And this is affecting us, cloud and infrastructure management companies, as my company. People expect AI everywhere, in your mobile phone, in your washing machine, in the car, in the laundry, in the infrastructure management. You have seen an advertisement these days of a mobile phone, a new mobile phone, $1,000. And the advertisement says, the mobile phone can help you to buy a perfect flower bouquet. Are you seriously going to spend $1,000 for a mobile for choosing the right flower bouquet? Why don't you ask the flower shop lady? It's much cheaper. But AI has to be everywhere, right? In health, and I am actually working especially in health, some doctors are telling once and again, my main competitor is Dr. ChatGPT. I send a prescription, I send the diagnosis, and the patient come back to me 1 week later saying, your diagnosis is not good. I have not taken your prescription. I have actually done something else because ChatGPT was telling me something different. AI is a cherry on the cake. So if you want to sell your product, you'd rather place AI on there, you will sell it. If you don't put AI, no cherries, you don't sell it. All AI glitters as gold. It looks like, if it's AI enabled, okay, it's good. However, not all that glitters is not gold. AI is not useful for everything. It's useful for some things, very useful, but not for everything. And some things which are not AI are very useful and should not be discarded just because of the fact that we are looking for AI. We are working on cloud and infrastructure. What is that? For those of you who are not into cloud and infrastructure, basically this is the story of companies that are public institutions as well that need to process data, millions of data, applications, flights, ID numbers of the customers, and then they need large quantities, billions of data. So some clients run on data centers, on-prem, either isolated servers or connected in something called private cloud. Some clients run them in a public cloud, in Amazon, Microsoft, Google, whatever. And some clients prefer hybrid cloud, combining on-prem, public cloud. But all of them are not expert on that. If you're an airline, you're an expert in driving planes, but you're an expert in taking care of your data center. So they call companies like ours to take care of the data center. So we do management of the data center, and we ensure the data center is secure, that we have control, cost control, that it's performant. It's agile, so as soon as there is a new function to be added to the data center, it's quickly and properly adopted. We can ensure that the storage is good. There's no data leak anywhere. But we are doing this since more than 25 years ago, even before cloud existed. Why? Because data centers exist since last century. A set of solutions is very modern, very old. Some of them run mainframe, some of them fly on the cloud. In my university, 1989, my professor told us, mainframe is dead. COBOL is dead. This is not lasting too much. 2025, 70% of banks worldwide use mainframe. So we still have old infrastructure to be managed, new infrastructure to be managed, and combination of both in most clients. This is our business, to run cloud infrastructure. Who are we? We are Atos. We are a global AI-powered technology company. We are 70,000 people in the world. We offer end-to-end IT services, and we are passionate. I think it's the most important word. We are passionate. We are passionate experts. We impulse and push forward our passion to our customers, and we want to do a meaningful impact in something we call the power of we. In summary, we are 70,000. We are in 67 countries. We are European #1 in cloud, HPC, and cybersecurity. More than 25 years running infrastructure for our customers. 9.6 billion euros revenue worldwide, and top 3 IT service provider according to the EASI index. And me, I am Josema Cavanillas. I am the global head of Cloud Modern Infrastructure Consulting. How do we manage the modern infrastructure with a modern vision? We usually do three things when a customer meets us. We do design, then we build, then we do run. Design is advisory, so to actually see what is the situation, what is the destination, what is the roadmap, what are the options, and make the customer decide how we're going to change your infrastructure. Build is a transformation stage, the digital transformation from wherever we are to wherever they want to be. And run is managed operation, to manage the infrastructure on a daily basis. The evolution of AI has changed the way we deliver those services, has helped us to achieve better performance in every step, so it's very positive, and has helped us broaden the vision we have about the client's problem. The client's problem is not only a technological problem, it's much broader. Actually, when we deal with the client, we have to undertake the technological issues the client has, legacy, or different elements from the network they have, from the connection they have, but also the human talent in the IT department of the customer, and also the legal and regulatory issues that are in their specific country or in the countries they are on. And also the business-related issues, which are being to, if it's a pharma company, they have to comply with a set of regulations which are pharma, not because of the country, but because it is a pharma company. Also, cybersecurity and data protection, which is business as usual, is growing and we have to take care. And something new, something that is growing this year, geographical, social, and political issues. And this is affecting the infrastructure. Fear. We are in a new year. We are in a new time. In the land of Mordor, where the shadows lie, said Tolkien in The Lord of the Rings, 2025 is the year of the fear. In the world, there's a new geopolitical scenario. So now, there are new countries with new presidents, with new politicians, with new policies, which are scaring everybody. And then customers are coming back to us saying, you have to change our infrastructure to protect us from those things we are scared of. The customers also have an increasing pressure of laws and regulation for their own infrastructure, the European Union, in whatever, in the UK government. There are new developments for vertical markets, pharma, but also health, but also automotive, but also public sector. There are dramatic changes in some markets, not this year, this is also from the last years, like the appearance of electric vehicles, where they have to change all the factors to a new kind of products they were not expecting before, sustainability requirements, accessibility constraints, production changes due to tariff crisis, like we have to stop manufacturing here and start manufacturing there because the tariff is changing our business vision. And the cybersecurity threats are growing at a galloping rate. I cannot say if it's linked to the wars that happen in the world today, but there is a strong relation between some countries which are in war and the increase of cybersecurity threats and attacks. The truth is that from the infrastructure and cloud point of view, the trust among countries has diminished, and this affects us. Sovereign infrastructure is on the rise. What does it mean? It means a European client of ours coming to us and saying, you have to change our infrastructure. Zero American software in the stack of our data center. It's not that easy because you have an operating system, you have several layers of software, zero American, you have some European chances, you have some Asian chances. Say, no American, no Asian, just European. We can bring, actually, our offer is we can bring open source, we can bring Red Hat. Red Hat is American, yes, but it's open source. So as soon as it's open source, you can be very transparent in the code, you can detect any strange thing, and don't worry because Donald Trump will not copy whatever you have and take it to his pocket, nor anyone else in any other country, in any other continent. And you can see it very easily. But it requires work. It requires to revise the code, to adapt the code, to install it here, and actually to become open source, all the stack. A friend of mine, which is not in Atos, he built his own company, he said software is love. He said, it's love. Free and open source is pure love, it's true love. Licensed software is prostitution. You should not pay for that. That's what he thinks. Well, it's not a shared opinion on Atos, but it's something that when I heard, I thought, well, let's consider this as a possibility. Open source is good because it helps you to be very transparent when you're serving your customer, and helps you to achieve the sovereignty requests that are happening once and again, once and again, once and again in every country, at least in this continent. We have prepared a set of solutions for sovereign infrastructure. Some of them include licensed software, by the way. We have something we call the Camembert model. The Camembert model explains 4 levels of sovereignty for approaching the cloud infrastructure. Let me go deeper into the Camembert model. We have 4 degrees of sovereignty, from left to right, and each one is different in terms of how much it ensures sovereignty. More to the left, cheaper, riskier, more innovative. More to the right, more expensive, less agile, and less prone to innovation. Native cloud is the ordinary cloud. It's just put it in the cloud. Control cloud is same but extremely controlled in terms of interactions, exchange of data, exchange of applications. Trusted cloud is similar to control, but every single person that has access to the cloud has to be certified, has to be a trusted person. So it's not only a control cloud, but the team is a trusted team. Disconnected cloud, which is extreme, is not only everybody accessing that cloud has to be trusted, but also, it's simply, there's no connection with the outer world. So it's extreme, extreme, extreme sovereignty. But it's much more expensive, of course. But no one is an island. Even if you want to be an island, if you have the money to have everything disconnected, this is not usually the case. No company is an island. Let me tell you why. Customers may require a combination of the Camembert pieces. So some elements should be in a disconnected cloud. Yeah, but we have too many other things that should not necessarily be in the disconnected. Can be in the trusted, can be in the control, can be in the public, especially if you have an e-commerce platform. You have to be open, with some parts in the controlled. So complexity grows. You have to combine the sovereignty models with the same client. And the customers are usually multi-country. The same company has a branch in Germany, a branch in Austria, a branch in Brazil, a branch in the States, a branch in India, a branch in China. Yeah, but then how do I deal with sovereignty? It depends on the laws and regulation in every country. So the complexity becomes bigger and bigger. And just to make it even more complicated, some companies are multi-industry. For instance, German automotive company, a famous one. Don't tell you the name. My sister is called Mercedes, by the way, just for your information. Imagine any German automotive company. And they have both an automotive line and a bank, because they have a finance institution to do the leasing and the loaning, etc. And the same company has to follow the regulations of the finance sector and the regulations of the automotive manufacturing sector. And both are compatible but complex, and you have to apply both in the implementation of the sovereign infrastructure. So complexity only grows. Camembert is a far too simple model of how sovereignty is applied. If you use AI to help the best suit exception, that we are doing, because we have Polaris, which is the Atos implementation for agents in artificial intelligence, we are finding several problems in complexity, and please don't mix it with sovereign AI. Sovereign AI is something completely different. Sovereign AI is the idea of sovereign AI is to ensure the national production of AI with some national things, but it's not data sovereignty. So please do not mix both things. So no island at all. And this is the summary of the elements that AI can do for improving the cloud and infrastructure management. We can use AI to get predictive autoscaling. So when we ask the agent to predict, he can tell you there is a peak coming over in the coming hours. We should book space in the cloud. We should book some elements for virtual machines. You say, why? Because the customer has not requested that. Yeah, but based on past events and looking at the current parameters, we anticipate in the coming hours we will need more. So yes, we have to autoscale. And dynamically, it can optimize the amount of virtual machines, the amount of memory, the amount of storage, using the knowledge the AI tool does have. It can detect anomalies that maybe you don't detect. I mean, apparently there's no anomaly, but according to the agent, yes, there is an anomaly and we have to find it. And actually you have to find the root cause of that anomaly. And the Polaris AI agent searches researches, investigates, and finds the root cause, or a possible root cause of that, and have self-healing mechanisms to take care of that and prevent it happens again. That's a very good and useful element in our agents for the management of cloud infrastructure. We also detect intelligently security and threats, which some of them are easy to perceive, some of them are not easy to perceive, but it can perceive it. It can do cost optimization for the future. So we have seen how we have behaved in the last months. We can change the way we manage it for the coming months in order to do, in a forecasted way, the proper optimization of costs. And also, if the customer is interested in sustainability, and it's different from cost, by the way. You did manage the workload differently if you are looking for sustainability than you're looking for cost improvement. Then AI can help you there. You can tell me, how much are companies interested in sustainability today? Because it was very fashionable 5 years ago. Now, apparently, people have lost the interest. Some companies still keep the interest. I remember a clothing company that was, when discussed with them, say, you really want to enhance the sustainability? Yeah, we want the data center to be optimal in terms of carbon emission. How interested are you in that? Zero interest, I don't give a damn. Then why are you asking me that? Because we are selling trousers, we are selling shirts, and in our advertisement, we tell the customers, we are a green company. So whether we give a damn or not about the environment, we have to take care of the environment and ensure the data center is green. So make it minimal, and we can say, we have saved 10% of carbon emission in our data center. Then we apply AI to achieve this. To change the way workload is done is very good for efficiency, not only for cost, not only for sustainability, but also for being efficient in the performance of the infrastructure. Capacity planning and forecasting is how much we're going to need in the future, different from the cost, but for achieving the performance. Also, applying the compliance rules, which are changing, ever changing, and how we can change the infrastructure to comply with them. And I would say this is the most important of the 12, alert prioritization. If we have 7 alerts at the same time, we don't know what to take. No, the system can tell you, the most priority is number 6, because it's the one that can damage best worst, and actually is the quickest to be sorted out. And then the prioritization of alerts is extremely useful for being identified by an AI system in cloud and infrastructure management. Now, let me tell you to the story of the nons, things that AI does not really help. In static workloads, you have static workload and it's not changed, you can use the traditional fixed resource allocation and rule-based auto-scaling. You don't need AI. Why? To spend money, to spend time? AI is not helping here. If there are tasks which are simply scheduled, likewise, you don't need to apply AI. It's a waste of time, it's a waste of money. If you have low volume, small scale environments, small companies or small departments of a large company, you should not use your AI resources. It's not worth it. Deterministic policy enforcement, same thing. It's deterministic. You know what's going to happen. Come on. You don't need AI for this. One-time configuration tasks, which are very rare, usually manually done. You don't have data enough to train. You haven't had time. You use your team, and that's it. Low-cost, non-critical systems, likewise. It's very important not to use AI in these cases. Linear or predictable growth, AI is completely useless. If the cloud is already managing, I mean, if Amazon or Microsoft, whatever, already has its mechanisms to manage, don't place AI there. They are doing it in your behalf. If there are mechanisms or environment with deterministic behavior, likewise, forget AI. It's not useful. Short-lived or disposable environments, what for? Come on. We can work it manually. Simple cost control policies, same thing. And low complexity monitoring systems, likewise. So, summary in a nutshell. AI has appeared, has changed the way of working and also people's perception. Fear is the word. The management of cloud and infrastructure requires complexity that can be partially helped by artificial intelligence. 2025 is a new period with specific sovereignty dilemmas which can be addressed in the modern infra management through sovereign infrastructure management that we are applying. And I say, AI is useful, but sometimes it's excessively costly for the advantages we obtain using it. And then if we come back to our Kung Fu guy, Mr. Shaolin, project manager of the company, wants to go to the general manager, Mr. Po, and say, Mr. Po, I am not getting advantages, I'm not getting outcomes of applying my AI in the data centers. What can I do? Say, let me focus your work. Have you applied AI in deterministic behavior mechanisms? Yes, I have. Have you applied AI in low volume, low cost environments? Yes. Have you applied AI in one-shot operations? Yes, I have. Don't do useless tasks with AI. Stop wasting the company's money. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was great. Is there any questions to our presenter? If not, then thank you so much. It was a great presentation.